I'm Charlie Lamar Brown, and I live at Decatur. And I went to the lab school here, high school and college, all on this campus. And the years were, let's see, back in the 1930s when we were in the grade schools, and I graduated from high school in '42, and then went in the Navy, spent 4 years, came back and graduated in '49 from the college. So I've been gone from here for a long time, but that's my history with Eastern. And this is my baby sister. And
You know my name? I'm Maxine.
she's
Fitzjarrald now, spelled funny. But I started in the training school in 1941, and graduated high school in 1953, and then came back and started college in 1954. But then I quit. I was just starting my junior year, and so I raised my family, and then I came back in my old age, and I graduated college in 2001. And tell you the truth, it was more fun when I was older because didn't care what the professor said. I could argue with him. And one of my favorite professors said, "Mrs. Fitzgerald, you're old enough to be considered a primary source." And he was my favorite professor.
But back in the training school years, the thing, of course, we remember the teachers more than anything, I think, and some of the teachers, Miss Arnold in fourth grade, I had her in fourth grade, and Emily V. Baker in fifth grade, sixth grade, I can't remember. Seventh was Lee Stevens, and eighth grade was Edith LeVake. And you had some of those.
We started out first grade with Miss Donnelly. You had Miss Donnelly too.
Miss Donnelly?
Yes, and I can't remember.
That was sixth?
That was first grade, Miss Donnelly. And then second grade, I can't quite remember her name. I want to say it's Stanford or something. I don't remember. Third grade, the teacher that usually had that class was gone that year, and we had a sub, and her name, I think, was Miss Fleming. But fourth grade, Miss Arnold, she was a really, really good
Miss Arnold, yeah.
Miss Arnold, she was a
wonderful teacher.
Yeah, wonderful teacher.
And Dr. Edwards was our principal at that time of the lab. We call it, it started out being called the training school. That's what we know. It was known as the training school. And of course, that was back when even the college, the enrollment of the college was only 1,100 people or so, 1,200 students, I guess, was all. So, and I can't remember the training school how many we had, but we had all eighth grades, and I'd say maybe not over 20 in the class.
25, I think.
25 something.
Because I'm thinking our class was one of the larger ones. Dr. Edwards' daughter, Liz, was in my class, so I knew Dr. Edwards and his wife were like family. We just did so much with them. And our class loved them. We really did. Seventh grade was Liz Stevens, and I didn't like her at all. I didn't like her. She didn't like me. So I don't know. Maybe I spent most of my time in the seventh grade in the conference room. I can't remember. But eighth grade was Edith LeVake, and she was one teacher. I loved that lady. She gave you this special time if you were having trouble. She would sit down and talk with you, and of course Dr. Buzzard was head of the college at that time, and the college was small.
And Dr. Rothschild was principal of EITCHS, Eastern Illinois State Teachers College High School. And that was in the second floor of Old Main, as was the high school, of course. So we, going from lab school to high school, going even into college was just like going from one grade to another. We knew all the campus, we knew a lot of the professors, and we even had some of the professors teach us in the lab school too. Right. So we gained that knowledge through them. So it was a wonderful opportunity to wonderful school, and to have that kind of an opportunity to go to it. It was.
There were so many special opportunities afforded to the kids here at Eastern, because we would get some people of note to come in. We got to go to lectures, we got to go to plays, we got to see different bands came in that played for the college, and so we could...
Big name bands.
Yeah.
Eleanor Roosevelt was here at one time on the stage, and we got to go as children to partake in these festivities of the college too. So we were very fortunate to be able to go there.
Anything special happened like that,
So-
the grade school and high school got to go to.
Sure.
And that little building that on the south end of Pym Hall, that was called the Cracker Box. That was the gym for the whole school. And I
Got to go to all the college sports when we were in grade school, and we fell a part of that. And of course the homecoming parades and this sort of thing. We got to know a lot of the college students while we were still in grade school. So we were classmates almost with high school students and college students at the same time, and felt a part of that. And it was wonderful to be a part of it too.
Dr. Buzzard was head of the the college, and he was a president of the college that was always visible. It was easy to see him out and about campus, and he might even peek in on you in one of your classes. But if you'd see him out on campus, Dr. Buzzard knew your name, and I was always so taken because I had 3 brothers all older than me, and of course the big war was going on. And he would stop me and ask me about all 3 of my brothers and call them by name. And it was just a home. It was more of a family affair.
So a lot of good memories here in the lab school, and I can't think of the lab school without mentioning the fire escapes, the unique fire escapes we had. Have you heard anything about this? Well, these fire escapes I had on each end of now Blair Hall, and they were cylinders like a silo. And as you would go in that thing, it was a slide that would come down circular, and the doors at the bottom, when your feet hit those doors, the doors would fly open and you'd come out. And when in our fire drills, that was always a great thing to be able to go down those fire escapes, because you'd hit that door at the top, spin down, and come out the bottom. And,
like a slide.
And then, of course, you had to get out of the way as soon as you could, because the other students were right behind you, too. And the fire drills were really a great thing with the thing. And they had one over at, in front of the old main also. They're right by the, close to President Buzzard's office. Of course, they weren't ever supposed to be used except for fire drills, but once in a while somebody would hit one, and when they hit that door at the bottom, they'd make a racket, so they had to run so they didn't get caught to see who went down the fire escape.
Yeah.
But
Once we
they're all
get
gone
down
now.
the bottom, we'd run back up, see if we could, the teacher would let us go again. So, and one time, the 3 smallest kids in my class were Sancy Hamilton, Jean Cole, and myself. And Sancy wanted to be the first one down, so they let her go, and she couldn't get the doors open. So then I went down, and we still couldn't. So Jean came down, and the 3 of us got that door open. I said, I'm not doing that again, because I thought we were stuck for sure. But we had to keep yelling to know how far down we were, because it was just pitch dark in there.
Lots of good memories on the campus, and of course we remember back when many of these buildings weren't even here. Of course, when we were here, the old Industrial Arts Building was probably the south part of the campus, and yet like Mary Jane Booth Library now, we got to be in Mary Jane Booth classes, library classes, when we were here, so we knew her personally. And a lot of these people we got to know personally, and they were neighbors and friends, and And so it was quite a wonderful experience for us in our lifetime, and I'm sure had a lot of influence on our lives, being able to go to a school like this.